Hello everyone, this is Sonia with Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would be happy to be yours. You can go to my webpage at stamparoundthetable.stampinup.net. There you can see more about me, you can see our products, you could place an order. You could decide to join my team if you would like. Or you could even sign up to have a workshop party of your own. If you do place an order this month and next month it's a great time to do that because it's our celebration time, which started on January 4th and goes through February 22nd. For every $50 you spend in either our new mini catalog, which is now live, or our annual catalog, or a combination of those things, you can choose an item from the celebration catalog. There are a couple things in there that you have to spend $100 to get, but for the most part, but there are quite a few things you can get for $50. Okay, one of the things is, I just realized my picture's a little crooked here. To see if I can fix it for you better. I don't know if I can. I'm going to leave it because otherwise I'm going to end up making you dizzy if I haven't already. Okay, so the other thing is if you wanted to try Paper Pumpkin, if you get if you prepay for 3 months, that does give you enough to get an item from here. Okay, so if you do place an order that's less than $150, please use this host code. If you do place an order that's $150 or more, that will give you rewards, Stampin' rewards. So because then it's considered a party or the workshop. Okay, it's just making me crazy when I look at the. Is that better? I have to wait a minute because now I see my hand in there trying to. I think that's a little bit better. It's still crooked. What did I do here to make it not right tonight? I don't know. All right. Because it's hard for me to make sure that you can. Okay, that's better. I just am afraid because then I don't want you like feeling like you're either, you're looking cockeyed all night at things or whatever. So there we are. What I'm going to show you today is from our mini catalog on page 37, and it's the Daffodil Daydreams. Okay, this is the stamp set. If you want just the stamp set, that's $23. It does have dies that go with it. Okay, so if you wanted both, or if you wanted just the dies, that'd be $38. But if you buy both of them in the bundle, so you bundle them together, it saves you 10% over the cost of those regular prices together, and it's $54.75. So definitely enough to get something from the celebration. And I'm going to show you, because on page 4 and 5 of our celebration catalog, it has Daffodil Afternoon paper. So if you bought that set, which I did, then I could get this paper free to go with it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be using today. Some of the paper from that today. Okay, so I did want to just briefly show you on my Facebook Live yesterday, I did introduce this set. I will put a link so that if you want to go and see this more in depth, you can. But here just shows the stamps. Happy Mother's Day, Easter blessings, and then these flowers, this butterfly, and this design. And then with the dies, I cut out. This is the shape, and then them stamped and cut out, and I put it on the darker just so you could see the butterflies. This does not have a die that goes with it. And then here's the other dies that these are all the dies, and you can put them together to make flowers like these here. And I do show that how those go together on my my video from yesterday. Okay, and these are the just a quick look at a few cards that I did make using the paper. Okay, this is like the back of one of the papers. Okay, that paper. And then this, I usually do my fun folds on Friday, but when I saw this, when I tried this, and I wanted to fold the corner back, so then I played around and I did these. Okay, and this one does have some of the flowers put together in it. This is just the, oops, this is just using the paper. Okay, and this, there's a paper that has a line of those on the bottom and on the top, so if you wanted to make a card like this, you could make 6 out of one of those sheets of paper, and you get 2 of those. So those are, I showed those yesterday on my YouTube, not my YouTube, on my Facebook Live. Okay, so today I wanted to do a few different things. I'm not going to put together flowers like I did, but I did want to show you some other things that you could potentially do. This one I stamped and then I die cut this out. I stamped and colored it and die cut it out. This I did with colored pencils. Okay, and then I used the this little lattice and just popped it up on. So there's that card. And I just thought I didn't want to put a sentiment on the outside. I just wanted it to stand by its own. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to use this for a birthday card, maybe thinking of you. That could be used for almost anything. Okay. Now on here, I did want to show, I did do some different things. Like I tried, these actually, I colored, I'm just trying to make sure, yes, I colored this, how I did all of these, and here's some more down here. What I did was I used them, our Stampin' Right markers, and I used, well, this one I didn't. This one I did stamp. I just used Flirty Flamingo for the stamp. I inked it up with Flirty Flamingo. This one, because I tried a few different things, I used Sahara Sand to stamp it. But this one and this one, I used the markers, and I just did the some greens and oh wait, maybe I did do this with, anyway. And then I use the markers to like fill in just a little bit here and there. I use the thinner ones for the pink just to kind of emphasize that a little bit. And then the lighter, that's our Pale Papaya. I did use the fatter end, the brush end. And then I used a couple of the greens and just kind of blended them together. They don't blend exactly like the alcohol markers blend much differently, but I just wanted to try it, just something different. Okay, and then this one, actually, is this the one I did with the pencils? No, those were not with the pencils. I thought I had one here with the pencils, and now I'm not, I did do one, but I'm not seeing it right now. So I'm a little confusing myself. No, it wasn't that one. Anyway, I also did some colored pencils on one, and then used the blender pen. And I'm going to do some coloring like that a little bit for you here in a few minutes. This one, this die I use is from the Hippo Happiness. It has a lot of different shapes, and a lot of them are they're like, where they call them, the concentric, like where they have the different sizes, the same shape, but in a few different sizes. Okay, and then I just put the little, that inside. Okay, so the flower on the outside, flower on the inside. And this is just some of the paper from that paper pack I showed you from the celebration. Where would I be without a friend like you? I just thought of something. I hope I've got this all the way up. Hope you can hear me okay. It's just like, oh, did I put that up? Okay. So then for today, I'm not going to be cutting stuff out. I have some things already cut out. Then I'm just going to kind of put things together and do a little bit of stamping, because I wanted to just show you some stamping so that you don't necessarily have to get all the fancy things. You can just stamp if you want. Okay, so this is another one of the dies from the Hippo, and this is in Garden Green. This is the Pale Papaya, and I used the 3D Just make sure. It's a 3D embossing folder, the Timeworn type stamp. I did it because I wanted just a little bit. You can't really see. When I just realized I put it in there upside down. Oh well. It's going to be covered for the most part anyway. So I'm going to put that on there and that on there like that. Okay, so what I thought I would do is start out with, get my, so this is what I did for this one because I wanted it to open like that just to make it a little easier to emboss the front here. This is half a sheet of cardstock, okay? It's 11 inches this way, 4 1/4 that way, and then it's 11 inches scored at 5 1/2, and then it's 4 1/4, so 5 1/2 this way, and then 4 1/4 across. So you get the same size at the front, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, it's just that instead of opening like this, it opens like this. Okay, so let me just make sure, because this one felt like it was just a little bit bigger. I think it is just a little bit bigger that way. So I want to make sure I get that the right way. And I'm just going to just use some tape runner here. But you could use our stamp, or you could use our, make sure I got that right, didn't turn it, our Stampin' seal. You could use glue, you can, whatever it is that you like best as your adhesive of choice. I'm just going to put a few of these on here. I think that might be enough, 3 of them. So I can pop this guy up. Just whoop, put this right. I'm afraid maybe I put it the wrong way. Oh well, it's still going to fit. Okay, there. Okay, that right there. And I wanted to put, this is, yes, this is the one I'm going to put on there. Okay, and this, I am also using, besides this set, I'm also using the Special Moments. This is another one from the Celebration. This one you do need to spend $100 to get, but I just thought, oh my gosh, look at all those sayings. Thanks for brightening up my day. It's just a card to say you're amazing, with sympathy, hang in there, you're holding it. It's okay to feel the feels. Where would I be without a friend like you? Hey boo, hello sunshine, thanks, good luck, just a little hi from me. The thing I like about you is everything. Happy birthday. I think you're wonderful. Big congratulations for someone who is wonderful in each and every way. Thinking of you. I couldn't wait for a special occasion. Best wishes. I have something for you. All those are some great sayings that you can use for many different occasions. Okay, so I wanted from that, I wanted to do, I couldn't wait for a special occasion. And that's it. Doesn't, I think I used the wrong color. I don't think that is that garden, it's not garden green. I've got the darker one. I thought I used it in garden green. Oh well. I think that's Mossy Meadow. Okay. So I at least now, I just wanted to, I was thinking I would want to put this, do I have my Mossy Meadow out here? Yes, I do. So I was thinking it was garden green. That's how good I am today. All right. And this, my poor stamp pad here, it kind of looks like it got banged up a little bit. Let me just make sure this is really stamping. It's not as dark as maybe you would like it, but okay. I think I may need to replace that stamp pad because it looks like it got chewed up a little bit. I'm not sure how that happened. Okay. Let's see, do I like this? And put it on the green. A little bit of green there. I don't know if I would like it just like that. Or would I like it? I'm just going to try it in another color. Just sometimes I can't tell until I stamp it if I really like, you know, what my plan was, or if, did I want another color. And this is like the color of the background, so let me just see here. Oh yeah, if I do that, for sure it has to go on here. Up here, put it up here, you can see it. See, if I do that, that for sure has to go on there. And if I do this, it potentially, is it better on, this is the other thing, I always kind of have this little debate with myself, do I need the color behind it? It does make it jump out a little more. And then do I want the lighter one? Which one do I want it on it? So in some ways I kind of like that, I think. Actually, I think, can I lift this up? Sometimes, yes, between the, there. No, I didn't really press it down hard. Give me a little more room there. All right, let me just, I think what I'm going to do here, I've been seeing some people have been doing this lately. Kind of like on the end like that. So that's a possibility. I might like that. Because this one, it's the other way, which would be fine too. But for sure, if it's on there, it's got to be here. So I would have to go like that. And like that. Okay. So let me just try it. Do I like it that way? I almost think that's too light. It's hard to read it. Or then I'd have to redo it if I want it on the green. Oh wait, no, just turn it over, silly me. So then I realized when I set it down, or do I want it like this? This is the dilemma I have sometimes. What do I want? What do I want? I go back and forth. I almost think I like that because I think it gives it a little more presence. But that's the nice thing about when you make your own. That's what I always say. Like, no matter what my plan is, so many things can change when I'm actually putting it together in front of you. And you may be saying, oh my gosh, why did she choose that? You know what? That's the beauty of making your own cards. You can do whatever you want with it. If you would do something a little different than I would, then that's what you do, you know. And if you like it the way I did and you wanted to recreate it, go ahead. You know, we say copy and share everything. Casing. We case things. Okay. And what do they want for my, let me just see. These can be, let me do that one. Let me just see. One of the things with a champagne is it can look a little bit yellowy. It can look pink. So I kind of like those because I've been able to use those with some different things that you wouldn't ordinarily think you could use it with. Is that the little one? Yeah, it is. Okay. I think that's, there's this one littler. No, I think they're all the same size, aren't they? I want a little one right there. And then I'm going to do this. Just like that. If you wanted, you could put a bow on it also. I think I'm just going to leave it just like that. And later I will put a, because in this set it's very vanilla, so I'll put a piece of very vanilla inside. I've got one here, actually, I'm going to use for my next card, so I'm not going to actually, but just so you get the idea, this is how it will look. Wait for a special occasion inside, and then just, I'm not sure what I'll say inside, but it's just kind of more of a thinking of you. Couldn't wait for a special occasion. Wanted to tell you how wonderful you are. Because it could be even like this. Couldn't wait for a special occasion. Just a card to say you're amazing. You know, couldn't wait for a special occasion. For someone who is wonderful in each and every way, okay? Whatever. I think you're wonderful. Whatever could go with that, okay? So there's that one. I mean, if you didn't want to put the off-white on the Fairy Vanilla on the inside, it's light enough. You could even just write right on there or stamp something on there. All right. So I'm going to use this, the pale papaya one more time. For this next one, I'm going to stamp. Don't need this one. And this one, I just wanted to kind of show you. Now, I wanted to do kind of a monochromatic, so I'm hoping this is gonna work okay with this color, because it is kind of a lighter color. But so they gave us this design, like a, there's that side. And now I want to try and get it about the same on this side. Hopefully I got them pretty close. That one might be up just a smidge, but it's pretty close there. And then I wanted to just do this. I'm going to turn it to the side just so I can try and get it just about in the middle. There's that. And then I just wanted to say, oh, it's up a little higher, I think, than I wanted it. You know, I'm going to try it on the back. Oh, is that all messed up? There. So I just realized I'm going to try it again, because I want that's up too high. And I want to just say, make a happy birthday card, so I'm going to try it again. I think that's pretty close. Oh, I didn't get that one end in as good as I should have, but oh well. I'm going to put this one first, because I put that, oh, I got it a little close, don't I? So happy birthday. So I don't know, maybe. And then I want this. Whoa. So I dropped. Great. I just dropped it on. Well, dropped it on the corner. Didn't mean to do that. But this here. And then I thought I would do some butterflies. Couple of these butterflies like that. And I even thought it might be too much, I don't know, but I thought I could do some of the speckles here, which may end up being a little too much, but there we go. Anyway, so I'm not sure how well that's showing up on camera. Let me just see here. Got it up too high, maybe. Look, I'm taking a second to look over at my camera because it's a little behind where I'm at. Well, that's okay. If I do it on this side, as I said, I got it up a little high. Let me just try this side. I might end up liking it a little better. Just put some speckles up here. I'm going to put some speckles around, and then maybe still put some butterflies in. Up. I guess that's it. And then I was thinking of more on the bottom, but it's just not going to work. And my try the happy birthday again. See if I like this one better. So it's one of the things. We got two sides to the paper. Oh, I should have done that on my, this is padded a little bit, but okay. And I know now I can do this down at the bottom to kind of finish it off there. I might just leave that without a butterfly. There's with some butterflies. And actually, I think I like that one a little better. So I think I'm going to go back to my original side. All right. So there, it's kind of monochromatic, not 100% because obviously this is a different color, but If you wanted, you could color this in more, you know, like to make the flower really pop out there. Okay, if you wanted to do that, you could use pen. I was going to show you actually with some coloring, and then I didn't do that. I don't know if I have another. Here, let me just. There's different things you can do. You can have it be this color and then color it in, which maybe, let me just try that. Just to kind of show you. And I have started using my my watercolor pencils more, just because I realized that I kind of like how I just like the control. I feel like I have a little more control over it. Just trying to remember what I used in the other one. So just because in some of the paper that they gave us, they had the ones that had like, they were almost like this pale papaya, but they had just a little bit of the pink around the edge, the top edge there. And then I don't really have pale papaya in what I use. Oh, because I had the markers before. There's a little bit of yellow here. I did originally think I would color just in some yellow, but so there's that. And then if you want, and then our blender pen, let me just make sure somebody else was using these, and I want to make sure it's actually clean, and it is. Okay. So just kind of, it smooths out, because you know, with colored pencils, sometimes they almost can leave like lines, and that kind of just smooths it out. I'll just show you here. I'll use the Granny Apple Green here. And I think I'm gonna, there's some Granny Apple Green. I think I'm going to do also, if I can find the Garden Green, is right here. Just a few of these, like right in here, a little bit darker. They're a little darker. Maybe down here where they come together. Okay. And then, let me just make sure this is clean. So that's another way too. You can kind of blend the darker and the lighter together using this. Or you could, if you don't have a blender pen, if you have like one of the water pens, you could do it with that also. So see, it just gives you a little different look. You can use whatever, like I did stamp it using the pale papaya, but I could have done it in a different color. Did I bring my black in? I did. Let me just try it. Or you can do a lighter color, like I did one earlier with Sahara Sand. Make sure I get that. So just to give you some different ideas of, okay, so there it is if you stamped it in black, so it's more like a line drawing, you know, what we think of as line drawing. And I think I'm gonna maybe, I'll just do some pink. Oh, I know, I should have done I didn't use the Flirty Flamingo. I should have done that probably. It's a Flirty Flamingo. It does look pretty pink in here when you, not quite as, I think I'm going to put a little bit of the, just, yeah, melon mango in here. A little bit on the edge there. Maybe just a little bit here. So I've got some darker pink and some lighter pink in here. Now let me just see how that blends together. Make sure it's clean. I had some yellow on it before there. And then I just had this thought. Let me do the green here again. This granny apple green kind of makes me feel spring, you know, when things first come up and they're that kind of lighter green. So I kind of like that idea there. And then just kind of, so there you can just kind of see a little bit even with, and let me tell you, I am not an artist, but man, it just makes me, it's one of the things, the very first time I used these, I said, oh my gosh, I feel almost like an artist now. I'm not an artist, as you can tell, but it just made me feel like I could do things I'd never done before. So I just went a little darker pink there, so I did get that a little, almost overdone there a little. Anyway, so there's a couple ways, and oh, this is what else I thought of. Let me just, hopefully this is the right Winkastella. Because one I was getting low, and because then I got thinking maybe even if it's just on the inside of the flower, some Winkastella, like there's, or you could do the whole flower. I'm not going to do this, just the there. So then there's that too, which I don't know how well it shows up on camera. Not very well most of the time. But anyway. So there's colored a couple for you there. And really, in some way, when they're kind of tiny, like smaller spaces like this, or something even smaller sometimes, I found that when I use the blends, sometimes it's probably I'm just too heavy-handed, but sometimes it feels like I can't be, it doesn't have enough finesse for me, I guess. And so and these really can help with that. So anyway, oh, and then on here, I thought about using, I have a couple things actually. Those look too yellow. Oh, I know, I'm going to try these. These are a new Iridescent Rhinestone. Again, I'm going to put one in the center of the flower. Ooh, look at that. It catches that light so nicely. And I'm going to use some medium-sized ones. Whoop, that one went flying. There. You could put more on if you want. You could put a ribbon. You could color that in more if you felt it was too didn't like the monochromatic look. So, okay, so here's the ones from today. And where's the ones I had? Oh, these, here they are. Okay, so there you go. Hopefully they can see all of these in the, actually maybe do this. Looks like there's more room over there, so I will do that. So hopefully you can get a last look at all of those. Okay. Just a little bit more there. How's that? It looks like, I think you can see them all there. All right. Oh, so, well, if you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. Thanks everyone for watching, and until we meet again, hopefully next Wednesday I'll be back here at 7:30, and then again this Friday. On Fridays I use, on my Facebook page, I do a fun fold, and on Tuesdays I introduce a new set is what I usually do. So, and here Wednesdays we do just something more with that set. So maybe bring other things in too. So, okay, so once again, this is Sonia with Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. That is the name of my Facebook page. All right, I will have a link on here so that if you want to go back and look at the video from yesterday, you'd be able to do that as well. All right, so until we meet again, everyone, I hope you have a great week and happy crafting. Bye-bye.